Leah here. So I thought that today I would give you guys an update on how I am doing on my health. It is about almost the middle of January now, so I just wanted to update you on what's going on with me and my health. So the first thing I want to update you on is my surgery. So if you don't know, I had surgery on December 30th to remove my gallbladder. I am almost 2 weeks post-op. I'm 2 weeks post-op tomorrow, and then on Friday I am going to see the doctor. I had a little bit of pain for the first 2 days after my surgery, and then the pain dissipated except for some arm pain that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. People said that you would notice a difference, and I have noticed a little bit of a difference in what I can eat and what makes me sick. The surgery did not completely cure my stomach issues. I still have stomach issues. I'm just better able to push through them. So I would say more of I'm not in a flare anymore. So I still am never hungry, except for I get really weird hunger pain, and I can't tell if I'm hungry or if I'm incredibly sick, going to be sick. I'm still really, really careful about what I'm eating just because I don't want to get sick. This would be a very not good time to get sick. So I'm still kind of taking it easy. I have started adding in toast with some butter on it, and that's been okay. I mean, my stomach does not love the butter, but I put really, really, really thin spread of butter when I do my toast. With my stomach, I think what we're going to do is talk about that on Friday when I see my surgeon. I don't know what's going on from there. My surgeon's not a GI, but he's the closest thing that we have to a GI in the town where I live, and we would have to go up to the university to see a GI doctor, which brings me to my next topic. Whatever the heck is wrong with my connective tissue. So, if you don't know, in August, I was diagnosed with hypermobility spectrum disorder, and that was a working diagnosis. So, even though hypermobility spectrum disorder is officially the diagnosis on my chart, it's unclear if I actually have hypermobility spectrum disorder or if I have some other genetic condition. I couldn't be diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome because, again, they think that there could be some other genetic condition. Of course, we have information now that we didn't have a couple of months ago. We have now the surgical findings with my liver, we have my gallbladder being removed, diabetes. So I'm going to be meeting with a geneticist and a genetic counselor in about a month. I'm going to be meeting with them on February 17th, 2 days before my 25th birthday. And hopefully that will be the first appointment, or I guess in this case now second appointment, trying to figure out what is the overall cause. Is my autism part of it? What is there in my genes that could be causing this? Now that we've talked about the search for a genetic problem for my connective tissue, let me talk about my connective tissue. And I think that the biggest thing that I have to talk about with my connective tissue are going to be my shoulders. So I thought this was just me, but apparently most people do have some type of shoulder pain, and that's just because your gallbladder is right up here, and so the way that you need to be positioned causes everyone's shoulder pain. My shoulder pain was so bad that it was actually worse than the surgery pain, much, much worse. I was going to see my doctor about it, but then I changed my mind. I didn't want to get out in the snow, although it's not snowy on the roads anymore, knock on wood. But it seems like it's going to be snowy again in the next couple of days. The pain is still pretty bad. I mean, I am kind of resting on my shoulder as I sit here. So the pain is there. I haven't been out anywhere with my walker. And so I think that if I were to go out with my walker, that it would probably aggravate the pain. I have noticed it bilateral a little bit, but for the most part, it's been contained in my right shoulder. And I've noticed that when I rest and don't do anything, that tends to be when I do better. As far as my lower half, I really haven't had any type of pain or anything like that for a while, but I think that's just due to the fact that I'm not really getting out. I think I've left the house 3 times since I've had surgery. I haven't been to the doctor, so I haven't taken my walker or chosen to not take my walker. I haven't decided if I'm going to take my walker with me to my surgery appointment yet, just because if my shoulders are still hurting, I don't want to take my walker. Also, I think my walker is like borderline on my weight limit because I'm only supposed to be lifting 15 pounds. I really don't want to overdo it. Now, I am feeling better, so I think it's going to kind of depend on how my shoulder is feeling. I like to take it with me because I feel like it's easier to get around when I have my walker, but it's really going to depend on how I'm feeling. So this next section, I want to talk about what's going on from here. So, as I said, we have the genetics appointment that is set up for the middle of next month. And I have 2 more referrals at U of I that I need to kind of tend to. I have my hepatology appointment, which is the appointment with the liver doctor. I was supposed to have that in March, but I didn't want to schedule for March yet because I was kind of overwhelmed and all over everything. So I'm going to have to call and get that appointment scheduled, and I'm also supposed to be seeing an endocrinologist about possibly having some type of endocrine disorder. I don't even talk about what it could be just because we don't know yet, but I was supposed to have this referral back in July. However, it's been 6 months, so I called them yesterday and they said we never got a referral for you from the rheumatologist. So I called the rheumatologist's office and I said, can you please send this referral, because it's on my paperwork, it's on my discharge slip that they were going to send a referral to U of I for endocrinology, but they didn't do that. So we're going to have them send that so I can see the endocrinologist. I don't know if they're going to work with me on like the diabetes and like my occasional thyroid issues that only pop up when I eat too much soy. As far as other appointments at the university, I don't know if I'm going to see a GI at the university or a GI other than the liver doctor, because technically the liver doctor is a GI doctor. And then I think that's all I have at the university for now. It's winter, so I'm going to continue to not have any physical therapy, so I will only have my mental health appointments and like my doctor's appointments for figuring whatever out, but my physical therapy won't start back up until May. And then also on the physical therapy side, I have my wheelchair. I had a wheelchair evaluation in, I think, October, and it's now January, so I don't really know what's going on with the wheelchair. I thought about calling over to the PT gym to ask what's going on, because I've never really heard a status update. I don't know where it is in relation to insurance. On my end, I can't see where it was submitted to insurance for approval, but that may have changed. I'm going to probably call and figure out what's going on with the wheelchair. And yeah, guys, that's it. Maybe this was a boring video. Maybe it was an interesting video. I just wanted to come on here and update about what I'm going through. Alright, bye guys.